We'll just give it 5 seconds. I guess I could tour the town again.
Bardo of Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
I should investigate.
Well, I introduce myself. I say I'm Nick here. Holy shit, I almost fell off this cliff. What's over there? Oh, I just threw a cabbage. I can't quite identify that castle. Let me look on the map. My name's Nick. I'm an agender person of trans experience. Must be this. I'm just gonna probably do one quest and then log off. I just hit a stopping point. This is the quest. Oh, I have to Revelio this bitch. Pumpkin Fizz. A fashionable carbonated drink with a pumpkin flavor. It is yet to become as popular here as butterbeer. But one never knows. Pumpkin Fizz. Take those coins.
Revelio.
I'm just casually streaming. Sorry, I know some people, if some people want to text in the chat. Hold on. If you write a message in the chat, I won't be able to see it.
You have my thanks.
I'm missing the game. What's going on? Roll those pages. Oh, it's in the page 2 there. See Twitch over there? The purple one? The one?
This might be enough. That many of them.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Who is talking to me?
Hogwarts played a hand in his disappearance.
Who is Dorothy Spraddle? Okay, let's begin the quest. Oh, a sexy house elf. It's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? We continue to think of you and hope that you're doing well. You'll be happy to know that we've made our peace with your decision to become an Auror. As dangerous as it is, you must live your life and follow your path. You're doing so in the service of the wizarding world. I'm proud to call you sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems a troll has taken up residence in the train tunnel near town. The poor thing's most certain to learn a tragic lesson about fundamental velocity of locomotives. Helen Thistlewood, I'll get some more exposure. I was gonna... Thistle in the badge. Reflections from a former Auror. Retirement isn't what I expected. I enjoy the leisure time, of course, but I do miss the excitement of hunting magical fugitives. I know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoy the turmoil associated with the job, but how can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian iron belly through a Muggle city, and then obliviating all of the Muggles who saw you? They're foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over the ministry with an army of Chinese chomping cabbages, using only a single basket of bouncing bulbs. When the ministry finally makes all of my old cases public, my neighbors will never look at me the same way again. Oh, Madam Thistlewood, down the lane is the one who put that nasty brute so-and-so in Azkaban. Why now? I can merely insinuate, lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban, not an appealing thought. Well, I suppose I should check on my garden. The bluebells have been struggling this season. Take those little coins. There's a sack over here to take. An apple for the road. I'm ready to talk to Helen Thistlewood. I think this is about the Thistle and the Badge Part 2. I have a lot of time these days to reflect on my career. I wonder if the good we did balances out the mistakes we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of the wizarding world at large? I'd like to think so, but then again, I'm not an innocent witch moldering away in Azkaban. If I were, then perhaps I should feel differently. It's a quandary without a solution, or at least not one that I'm likely to solve. This is the problem with retirement. It leaves too much time to dwell upon bygone problems, but there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. I'm still dwelling upon reflections of a former Auror. I'm still dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decisions before the Wizengamot. Should the need arise, I was required to do this on rare occasions, and I was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was, despite that what some believe, the ministry is far from omnipotent. When I hung my badge, I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise to revisit one, correct any mistake I made, I will certainly take it. Yes, that's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to met out justice, we may inadvertently become the vehicle for injustice. I fear this, especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. What is he trying to say? To hastily put out justice, we inadvertently become a vehicle for injustice. Oh, and I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. So I'm going to try on my new robe. Okay, I'm finally ready now. Should I save?
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well, I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Anything to see Azkaban. I'll read these. I'll come with you to Azkaban if it'll save her. I'm not sure I want to visit Azkaban. Anything to see Azkaban.
I've always wanted to see Azkaban. Count me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Should I go through all these?
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now, follow me. The Dementors won't harm us now. Still, be careful.
Ugh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest.
I had my wand.
I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. I teach you something.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over.
Sorry, I don't have a lot to say. We're just touring these. I'm kind of creeped out by this prison. I think this game is scary.
Who's there? Why torment me further?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield! Ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Oh. Really injured her.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Look at my challenges here. I have a challenge that says Hecat's assignment. Practice avoid attacks by dodge rolling. She also wants me to cast Incendio. My field guide will not guide me through this assignment, but my map can still prove it. I better save after that experience in Azkaban. I must save it in a new file. So if I want to go back to Azkaban, I can.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. Revelio. Incendio.
Do I have to hit it again with some more fire? Just walk into it, okay.
Incendio.
Agio?
Leviosa. Accio.
Got some coins.
It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. No, that's not it. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? Ah, I see how this goes. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? No, that's not it. Oh, that's done something. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
Oh, I opened up half of this.
You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw.
Just to fight the skeletons? Jackdaw's clue. Okay, dearest Anne, well done. You've solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I mentioned. There's no telling where it leads us. I found it on pages that Peeve ripped from a secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I'm glad to know I share my future with you. This is only the beginning. Richard, I am terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone alone if you did not. And what fun would that be?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
That was awesome. I want to rewind that track. I'm just listening to my beats. I made these beats in 2016 to 2018. Nothing else in here. I don't have to kill any skeletons. So how do I attack? I forgot how to attack you.
Lumos.
You levitate them first. You levitate them. Then you accio them.
Revelio.
Interesting. I'm looking at the Revelio spell. The Revelio spell is an eyeball in a pyramid. Well, I think I'm going to probably stop streaming for tonight. I've done enough of my quest for now, and I think the quest is just too long. Here's Jackdaw. Let's see what he says.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in
ruined her
Azkaban
life.
for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Let's ask him some more questions. How did you steal from Peeves?
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Is this all Apollonia's fault?
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How did you lose your head?
If you don't mind my asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Okay, Jackdaw. Jackdaw disappeared. Oh, I completed the quest. What's down there? It's a cool little cove. So I'm now hopping into the Forbidden Forest. I really gotta go all the way over there. Like I said, I'm gonna end the stream for tonight. So before I can get this quest, I have to actually... So I have to dodge 10 more times. Let me look at that quest again. Professor Hackett's assignment. I dodged... Avoid enemy attacks by dodge roll. So I fell down here, but I need to get up. I fell down pretty far. So now I can travel back to where I'm going. I can travel back to Hogwarts. Travel back to Hogwarts, please. Hogwarts map. Now I'm going to Hecate, alright? Yes, I gotta go to quests, and I gotta press Hecate's assignment. Attend defense against the dark arts class. How do I zoom in there? That's where I want to go. This map is not very intuitive. How do I just fly there with square? Wow, these beats are kicking. Access the map and press R3.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Is this a part of the class to get my spell? I was once wounded by time itself. How awful, right? How awful or how fascinating? I guess I should do fascinating. I don't want to seem rude.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
So I have to access the map? I don't just go in here? Am I in the right place? So I need to talk to her in the daytime. Yes, I guess if I'm here in the night, I should wait till the day. Is it daytime? I can't even tell through these windows. Am I in the wrong place? I can just wait at this random post. Now it's daytime. Did I not wait till the day? I thought that's what I tried to do here. Yes, I get a new spell. Wow, a classroom animation. Class was awesome, huh?
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Flaming hot
Good
beat.
work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Yeah, let's practice the spell. So I have to somehow assign the spell, right?
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day. Excellent defensive skills. Still at it, I see.
Okay. Personally, I don't like this game very much. So I'm just gonna save the game and I'm gonna close it out. I'm not gonna play anymore. Challenges? What is all this? Can I collect this? What are all these challenges? Defeat 10 dark wizards. Defeat 10 mongrels. Defeat 5 dueling feats. I was thinking I'd go to the horticulture center and maybe grow some new plants. Oh, I collected it. What did I collect? What kind of gear did I get? Secret Solver's bathing costume. It's kind of cool. What's this? Increased storage for gear. Solve 2 Merlin trials. I fucking hate this game. This game is not what I like. Outfit? Didn't I get a bathing? Where do I get my bathing clothes? I forgot how to play. Change appearance. Well, what did I have? I don't remember. I had this one. I like the long dress. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know where that I just completed a challenge in exploration. Where is this? Gear appearance reward. Secret Solver's bathing costume. Gear appearance reward. Secret Solver's bathing costume. Secret Solver's bathing costume. This one. Take off my robe, please. Can I make this invisible? Yeah. Change appearance. Wow, that's awesome. That's my bathing costume. That's so funny. The Cobalt Regalia, an ensemble for those with poise and refinement, earned by solving the mystery of the empty painting frame. Alright, well that's my game. So, hope you have a great one. I know I didn't take any pictures. I'm kind of out of it.
Adventure, are we?
I'm kind of out of it. I don't really like this game very much. Who's that face? Is that a skull? Yeah, dude, I'm kind of out of it. I'm not trying to play this game very much longer. How do I take a pic? Not like that. I'm gonna take that screenshot. That's the one I want. That was hard to get. No, you know what I need? Lumos. Lumos is R2 and triangle. Well, I won't get a very good picture, so I can turn Lumos off, and I better save it so that I can turn the game off. But again, I've been Nick Jarrah. You know, protect trans people, dude. Trans people get a bad rap. Well, I hope you have a good night. I'll see you around. Bye. Thank you. You have a good night. See you later.